That's 3.
Keep going. Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook? Oh, nigga, this is easy work. This easy. Nigga said Russell Westbrook, nigga. Nigga, you a half retarded motherfucker. At age 31, which is this year, nigga, Russell Westbrook is having the best year he's had in 3 years. He's averaging 27.5 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.7 steals per game. And the nigga shooting 77% from the free throw line, which is his best in 4 years. He's shooting 47% from the field, which is his best in his career. You dumb motherfucker. Keep going.
You said this is his best year? You said this is his best year?
This is best shooting percentage year of his career. He's shooting 47% from the field.
Okay, so
also, he's averaging 27. Hold on. This is the best number. This is the best points. Time out. He's averaging the most. Hold on. He's averaging the most points. Hold on. No, I'm not. He's averaging the most points. He's averaging 40. Bro, he's averaging the most.
I'm talking about field goal.
I'm talking about field goal percentage. How? No, I gave you his whole stats. The nigga averaging 27.5. Time out. 27.5 points is the most points he's averaging 4 years, you big dumb motherfucker.
He averaged a triple-double.
Nigga, he's playing with James Harden this year, sharing the ball, still getting monster numbers in his prime.
He was the number 1.
What's good, YouTube? Hitman X. Make sure I hit that like, hit that sub. Show your boy some love. I know some of y'all are wondering why I'm playing that video. I called in last night, right, to Ticket TV live stream. Shout out to Ticket TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe to that channel. But I called in there, right? And it was, the normal shit on Russell Westbrook campaign. And like I said, man, I was sick of it, man, at that point. I was sick of it. So me being me, I called in and I had to check some shit. So I called in and I'm like, okay, it's easy to blame Russell Westbrook, which it is. And like I said, I'm not saying he doesn't hold any blame. But to put the majority of the blame on Russell Westbrook when this is not his team, when he's clearly not the same player, like I said, right? I've been saying he's not the same player. You did. We don't even know if he's injured. Not making an excuse, but because if you out there, you're not hurt. That's how I came up. But at the same time, I can't tell him not to go out there and play. He's a grown man. And I can't expect him to be that same explosive athlete as he was, seeing how he wasn't that same explosive athlete even when he was healthy. So I'm saying all of this, right? And I'm saying, listen, I told y'all he's not the same player, and y'all told me he was still in his prime. And you got people in there, calling me crazy, making a case as to why he was having his best season, shooting field goal percentage wise. And I'm like, dude, like, are we watching the same game? Are we watching like from the same lens? Like I said, man, I'm a big time Russell Westbrook fan, but I'm also honest, brutally honest. Russell Westbrook is past his prime. He's a step slow. And in the bubble, it look like he's a step and a half, if not 2 steps slower. So that's what makes me think like maybe this is an injury that's lingering around. I don't know what's going on with his athleticism. I ain't gonna say I don't know what's going on because, like I said, Father Time is undefeated. But just his style of play with James Harden is not a good fit. I did not expect them to beat the Lakers in the series. So them losing is no surprise to me. I had them losing in 6. They lost in 5. What's next for the Rockets is simple. They have to get off of either James Harden or Russell Westbrook. Maybe both. But I would go with getting rid of Russell Westbrook at this point. Like I said, man, I'm a big-time Russ fan, but I'm also honest. He was the biggest liability on this team. I put the blame on James Harden because this is his team. I put vast majority of the blame on James Harden because this is his team. So I'm not giving him any passes, and I'm not shitting on Russell Westbrook to propel him, especially after the last game he had. He had a great game this game, 36-5 on great shooting splits. But that other game that was very pivotal and very winnable, he played like shit, and Russell Westbrook was doing most of the work. So as the second option, so I'm not giving James Harden any passes. We've known how James Harden was. This is who he is. So no passes for him, but I would give him another chance by trading Russell Westbrook the best team for me to trade him to that works for both teams. And I know y'all hinted at it and y'all was jokingly saying the New York Knicks, but I feel like the New York Knicks do have the assets to get Russell Westbrook and the cap space. They will probably have to get up off of Julius. Well, most definitely get up off of Julius Randle. Probably Tilakina, whatever that dude named Frank Tilakina, and that first round pick. You know, if they could finesse that first round pick for Russell Westbrook, I don't care who's in the deal. You get a number 8 overall pick for a player who's basically a has-been. You know, somebody who's washed up on their last legs. You know, to a desperate team who needs a star, because the New York Knicks need a star. So you trade Russell Westbrook to the Knicks. First of all, you have a future now. You actually have a draft pick. To the Houston Rockets have 0 draft picks for the next 4 or 5 years. It's just sad, man. It's sad what's going on in Houston. But you get Julius Randle, who's also a young stud. Tim Lakina, who has a lot of upside. They become way deeper just by that trade alone. With that number 8 overall pick, I could see them drafting somebody like who was that point? Oh, Tyrese Halliburton, who I hope go to Phoenix. I hope he goes to Phoenix. But Tyrese Halliburton could be available at that spot. That'd be perfect for Houston. Obi Toppin, if he slides, could be a perfect small ball big for them. I like that move as well. And just look at the roster like that. Like, you put a roster like that around James Harden, and in my opinion, they become way better. They become exponentially better. As for the Knicks, like I said, you get your star player. They're already one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the NBA. So how can you get any worse? It's not like making that deal will make them any worse. You get you a former MVP, somebody who's not at this point a superstar, but at least an all-star. So you at least have, like I said, some type of marketability in New York. And you get to move forward with that. You did. If y'all lose a ton of games, you get another top draft pick at least. You did. And I know they got a lot of contracts coming off the books. So they'll have the cap space to target a free agent in the offseason the year next, the year after that. I think 2021, 2022, they have a lot of cap space. So, the sky's the limit for the New York Knicks, either way it go. If they make a trade or not, they have a lot of options in which they could go in. But that's all I got. That's my thoughts. Shout out to the Lakers. We already knew. Like I said, we knew they was going to handle business on the Rockets. They were the far superior team. LeBron James, AD, come on now. AD had a bad game, and they still blew him out. That just goes to show, like, the Lakers are a tough team to beat. Kyle Kuzma had 17. I don't think he averaged 18. I'm not going to go to the stats. I don't think he averaged 18. So, Atlantean, you probably should have took that bet. That was an easy lick. But, yeah, that's all I got, though, man. I'll break down the Clippers and the Lakers series soon, maybe later on today, and come with my assessment on that. But Hitman Next, that's all I got. Hit that comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. I'm out.